this is something that I don't know how to take it, and we'll throw it out there, see what you think. The BBC is under fire for their broadcast of Britain's equivalent to the Oscars, the BAFTA Awards. They did not censor a racist slur from an audience member with Tourette syndrome, while Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage. Take a look.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight. If you've seen the film I Swear, you will know that film is about the experience of a person with Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette syndrome has no control over their language. We apologise if you were offended.
Yeah. So yesterday, BAFTA said in a statement that it took full responsibility, and the BBC apologized too, saying it was aired in error and they would have never knowingly allowed it to be broadcast. Now, it seems to me, I know that they had time to take out other things that
2 hours time.
This gentleman was saying. So I know that they had time. I don't know how you could miss him saying it. I mean, he's in the audience, and this is what happens sometimes with people with Tourette's. But, you know, for Delroy and Michael B., the BAFTAs should have immediately grabbed them and said, we are so sorry.
Yes, yes,
this is not something that we anticipated, and it's, you know, this is what went down. Because they told the audience, when the audience first came in, that there was someone with Tourette's that was going to be in the audience and not to be shocked if they heard him.
And they put him right in the front.
I don't know where he was, but I just thought it was very, very, I thought it was odd.
I think, I agree with you, Whoopi. I think the issue is, you know, you have this person with Tourette's. He was there because there was a movie, I Swear, about his life that was actually won an award. And so the audience had been warned, but BAFTA did not apologize to Delroy or Michael B. And Delroy Lindo said he wished he would have received the apology. Yeah. And the other part of it is, in terms of the BBC, they had 2 hours to edit the racial slur out. It was the N-word. They did not edit the racial slur out, but they found time to edit a speech that was made by, he was a director, British writer, director, and producer of My Father's Shadow. And in his speech, he said, to the economic migrant, the conflict migrant, those under occupation, dictatorship, persecution, and those experiencing genocide, you matter, and your stories matter more. For Nigeria, for London, Congo, Sudan, free Palestine. That was completely edited by the BBC before it was aired, but the racial slur was not.
Yeah.
I take offense to that because as a person who, and I'm sure you have as well, Whoopi, been on the receiving end of a racial slur, it's very hurtful. It makes you feel terrible. Yeah. And I'm sure that Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo had a range of emotions that they were not apologizing.
And it should have been a knee-jerk reaction, because if I were at something like that, I wouldn't even wait for the host. I would come out and say, you know, as we had mentioned before, because two things can be true at once. You can say, this is uncontrollable, but words matter, and that is jarring to hear. While they're standing up on stage that way, they should have immediately been apologized to profusely and not been told to have to apologize.
And they could have edited it to protect the actor, too.
Yeah.
Right? It would have helped everyone.
Well,
or the person with Tourette.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Or just cop to the fact that they made a mistake.
Yeah.
You made a mistake and say, we missed it. Say that. But don't say, you know, we would never have done it, because you aired it. And we know that there was other things you took out. So words do matter.